Hi everyone, it's Sandy. I'm working in my kitchen today, and today I'm going to make a couple of healthier desserts. So most of us don't like to waste food. So when avocados start to go, one of the things I think of making to use it up could be that chocolate avocado pudding. Now this recipe will be on my Pinterest site, so I can direct you to that. And then also I make a dessert with bananas when they start to get really ripe. So I'm going to start by showing you the chocolate avocado pudding, which I've actually already mixed up. I doubled the batch and I put in 2 ripe avocados, and then I went ahead and put in some milk, cocoa powder, and a little bit of maple syrup. Now you can adjust the recipe or once you look it over to see if you want it more sweet or maybe not quite so sweet, and even omit the maple syrup if you don't want that in there. But I went ahead, I have a Vitamix mixer. You could use a high-speed blender, Ninja, other types. You could use a food processor as well to get this really smooth. And then you'll want to also make sure you're adding enough milk to get the consistency that you want as well. I sprayed my blender with some cooking spray before. It just helps to clean when it's time to clean it. So that's just a trick that I use, but I'm just going to go ahead and spoon some of this pudding into a little dish here. And you don't need a lot for a serving of this because it's super rich. And again, you can control the amount of cocoa powder that you put in it as well. So just a little goes a long way. I can show you that. And then just for a little decoration, I'm going to put on a few pumpkin seeds. You could certainly use pistachios and a few cacao nibs. And the cacao nibs, if you're not familiar with those, they're just cut raw cocoa beans. And they have, they're not sweet, but they do have a little bit of chocolatey flavor. And they also are kind of nutty and crunchy. So just a few of those on there. So as you can see, I have my desserts. I'll make up the rest of that chocolate avocado pudding into these little ramekins. So we just have small little samplings of them. And next I want to show you what I do when I have like 3 ripe bananas. So I've already mixed together a 1/2 cup of peanut butter and 2 of my ripe bananas. I'm going to go ahead and throw in a 3rd, and just to show you how ripe this one is, it is really soft already. But you just go ahead and I take off the string, some of the stringy stuff in the ends, and then just go ahead and put that into our bowl. I'm gonna wipe my hands here quick. And then as you can see, I'll go ahead and mash that in. So this dessert has only 3 or 4 ingredients. Super easy to make, all natural ingredients, things that you can feel good about serving your family. So the 3 bananas that are softened, then the 1/2 cup of peanut butter, and you just get that mashed up. It doesn't have to be perfectly mashed and smooth. It's always okay to get a little chunk of banana. This will turn into a bar, a banana bar. These recipes are also on my website, on my Pinterest page. And then to this, I'm going to add just 2 1/4 cups of oatmeal. So it'll be a banana oat bar. And I just tend to buy the old-fashioned oats. They're not quite as processed as the quick oats, so they take a little bit longer to cook if you're making oatmeal. Again, that was 2 1/4 cups I put in there. I'll go ahead and stir that in. And you don't need eggs, you don't need oil, you don't need a lot of other stuff when you're making these bars, so they're a treat you can feel good about giving your family. It could be a quick breakfast bar as well. And then I've made these before with the cacao nibs. I also sometimes put in the chocolate chips, so you can make them just as they are there. Add some other fixings if you wanted, nuts or dried fruit. I'm putting in 1/3 cup of dark chocolate chips, and I'm just going to mix that together. and go ahead and put that into my small baking pan here. It's a 8x8 or 9x9 inch square pan. I'll put that in there and bake this for about 20 minutes at 350. Again, you can find this recipe on my Pinterest page. And again, it doesn't take long to make a couple of healthier desserts, and you can make them just in a few minutes with a few ingredients and use up some of those very ripe avocados, bananas that you have in your house. So enjoy. I'll see you again soon.